This week's episode of One Piece with a Lime, brought to you by dysfunctional families. Here's to you, dysfunctional families everywhere.
Real family dysfunction.
God, we already did Real Men of Genius. You can't bring that back.
Oh, sorry. It was not that long ago in our timeline, so it's still stuck in my head.
It was not that long ago in our timeline. Listen, man, they don't know our timeline. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm breaking the fourth wall here. Yeah, these episodes don't get recorded and then immediately uploaded to the podcast space.
Oh my God, this fucking guy. You know, I try to do something a little different every week. You know what I mean? And thanks to you, now we have to double back to Real Men of Genius. So by the end of the show, I will be returning to making a Real Men of Genius on the spot. So thank you for that. That'll be the bookend of our episode today.
No problem. I mean, family dysfunction, honestly, it had its time already. We're past the holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, it's over. We're done. We're leaving family dysfunction in 2024. I'm just trying to move past it.
I didn't know we were leaving. I mean, that's great. I love that we're leaving family dysfunction in 2024. Unfortunately, I think due to certain climates, I don't know if that's going to be true for every family in at least some of these United States. But, you know, I understand what you're coming from.
Well, yeah, you know, as long as I can put the energy out there, then hopefully it manifests for some people, you know.
Do you really believe that's going to happen, Christian? I
have to believe in it somehow.
Okay.
Especially since I've said it.
You know what, Christian? I think that's very commendable. You're really a hero, a man among men, in fact. Mm-hmm. And you know, speaking of heroes, I'm just kidding. I have no fucking segue for that. I'm gonna do the summary.
All right, perfect,
fantastic. All right. This week on One Piece with a Lime, Luffy is in the middle of a tumultuous battle with the forces of Big Mom. After the events of last week, Luffy declared he'd wait for Sanji's return before leaving the premises, and that includes when Mama's goons are strolling up on the man with an army of 1,000 soldiers. Sanji finally gets the chance to meet Big Mom face to face and has a private meeting with Pudding over their marriage. Pudding explains to Sanji how she helped the Straws find their way to Whole Cake Island, and while Sanji was grateful, he continues to explain to Pudding that he has no choice but to commit to the marriage. Pudding sees the clearly heartbroken Sanji and tries to mend his heart with kindness, explaining that she will work to make their lives meaningful. Sanji thanks her and lets her know that in all of this, he only sees her as his true salvation. Later, Sanji has a meeting with Big Mom and asks her to let his former crew go free in exchange for no funny business at the wedding. Big Mom, strangely cooperative, let him know it will be done. The forces of Big Mom eventually do overpower Luffy and Nami, and now they're on their way to some place of capture. I suppose Luffy won't be keeping his promise to wait for Sanji at the meeting spot after all. Well, I say that, but you know, last week you were like, yeah, I think he's going to get moved, but he's going back.
Yeah, you know, there's a distinct possibility that he'll fight his way out in some capacity, or he'll escape with the help of somebody, and he'll go right back to the spot. It'll be like a mini Sabaody, you know, where we're all meeting back at the same location. It's just Luffy going back to the spot where he got the shit beaten out of him and wait for Sanji once more.
Oh my fucking God. I was trying to think of like a way to make like a 3D 2Y joke out of that, but unfortunately Luffy didn't specify meet me at midnight on this fucking day or something like that. He was just like, I'm gonna wait right here.
He just said I'll be here.
But I mean, like, is he gonna be there though? I don't know. Sanji looks like he's really committed to all this. I'm sort of curious where your mind's at right now. Do you think this is all just a fucking red herring and he's gonna be like, nah, on second thought, I'm going back?
No, I think right now Sanji really does plan to commit to all of this.
So he goes back to Luffy after the wedding or what?
No, okay, so I don't know exactly what happens here. It's strange. You would think that with Luffy, it would be, the whole showing would be, right now it seems very convincing that Sanji is just going to go through with this and he is accepting his fate. And that's that. Especially, there's like a chance that he would be like not going through it, I think. Still, like it could be guessed if we just had the scene with Pudding and like telling her what his plan is or the way that he's been thinking. But the fact that we also have this scene of him going to Big Mom and being hey, I'm gonna go through with this like we want, but can you let my friends go instead? That to me is especially a sign that he's gonna go through with this, because otherwise there's no point in going to Big Mom. You know that he's gotten what for him must be the best case scenario, which is he went to Big Mom and she went, okay, sure, I'll let him go. Fuck it. Okay, what do I care? And when she cares a lot,
not a problem. I got what I want.
She cares a lot about what the Straw Hats does, as she explains immediately afterward. But in like a worst case scenario, Sanji has to, and this could still be the case, by the way, she just hasn't said anything, but he might have to trade something. She may have him spin the wheel, or just outright be like, hey, I'm taking 10 years from you because of this later on down the road, or whatever the consequence that she's cooking up might be. But it seems like, you know, I even made the claim last week too that this was exactly what would happen, that Sanji's just going to decide to approach her and be bartering for these Straw Hat lives. And it happened, but it's also Big Mom, you know. There's probably going to be a catch here at some point. It's just a matter of when and what. The when will probably be soon, when Luffy or some of the other Straw Hats start fucking more shit up. I don't know what Big I almost said Big Pedro.
Big Pedro.
Pedro.
Wait a minute.
Pedro.
I didn't know we had Big Pedro. Well, let's do it.
Big Pedro. Oh God! If we still don't know what Pedro and Brooker are up to right now. Their plan.
We haven't seen Brooke and Pedro for like 9 episodes, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean they're on their way to the chateau right now via the graham cracker soldier, but hopefully we'll catch up to them at some point, relatively soon, and see what they're up to.
Yeah.
But their thing is really about finding the Poneglyph, and so who knows if I'm sure it'll go wrong somehow, and there'll be a stir kicked up, and maybe at that point Big Mom will go back on her word. She'll be like, "Hey, I was gonna let him go, but then they started they messed with the Poneglyph. Now I'm done. You know." Something like that. It'll just be the slightest thing. I can only forgive
so many transgressions.
Yeah, it'll be the slightest infraction against her, and she'll be like, "Oh, that's crazy, Sanji. I was gonna let him go. I really was, but then they ate my last cream puff. Nah, that's it. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore."
Hold on. I love this idea. After she's all but agreed to let him go, after Luffy ate all the snacks in Fishman Island, he while in prison or something, he eats like one rogue cream puff with his like stretchy ass fucking face, and then Big Mom goes, "That was my cream puff."
Yeah, well,
he must be sentenced.
It's not even gonna be. It doesn't even have to be Luffy, especially if we consider eating, because he's made the proclamation he's not going to eat anything until it's Sanji's.
Right.
But
it
could be any of them that are related to the Straw Hats, and she'll be like, "Oh, this guy, he took my magic carpet out for a joyride without me knowing." I can't excuse this. We're done here.
Gotta execute him. Sorry about that. He's dead for sure.
Gotta kill him.
Unfortunate.
All. Yeah, they're all dead now. I really was gonna do it, Sanji. They were gonna be free, but now just went one cream puff too far, you know.
One too many fucking cream puffs eaten, and here we are. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, the end of the day, we'll see how this keeps going, you know.
Well, I mean, I feel like I got to keep asking, man. Like, where you seem to be under the impression that no matter what happens, Sanji gets back on the boat, right? And I feel like that's a pretty. I don't think that that's an unreasonable guess. I feel that most people would believe that would be the end result at some point in time. But like, how are we getting Sanji back on the boat in all this? I mean, is he going through with the marriage? Is he going back to? I'm telling you, is Pudding getting on the boat? I gotta ask.
Pudding's not getting on the boat.
Pudding's not getting on the boat. But you believe all these things are gonna happen.
Well,
and Sanji will still end up back on the boat.
No. I believe that Sanji in this moment is steeling himself to go through with everything, because there is no reason for him to think that anything else will happen. However, the wedding is tomorrow, so we'll spend the night Luffy and Nami and pieces of King Bomb will spend the night in prison. They'll
pieces of King Bomb. You know what he did in this set of episodes for me? He said Shiza.
Oh my god.
I fucking love that.
Well,
sorry, I just needed to interject.
I hope you enjoyed your time with him, because it seems that King Bomb will no longer be gracing our screens with him, his German or his tree puns.
He was like, I did not commit any treason, I promise. God damn it, I fucking love it.
So dumb. I love it too. It's great. I wish I was hearing the same puns.
Incredible.
I think in this moment, Sanji is absolutely planning to go through with everything. Let the Straw Hats go by having asked Big Mom for forgiveness for them, and he's right now just steeling himself to go on. However, he will end up back on the boat. It's not really a question for me. It's just a matter of how, and the how right now is up in the air. It seems to reason that you would guess under normal circumstances that Luffy would make a grand entrance at the wedding or something like that, right before they're giving their vows, and Sanji says, I do. So Luffy busts in through the roof and lands in front of them and is like, Sanji, you ain't gonna do shit. Get back on my fucking boat. And then whatever, there's big fight mode and Straw Hats win, whatever. But I think I'm gonna commit to the fact that Luffy is gonna wait in this particular spot for Sanji. So if he escapes prison somehow, maybe even with the help of one Aruge,
okay. I like how Aruge found his way into this theory.
Well, he's probably in prison there too somewhere. I kind of doubt they just outright killed Aruge. So
no. Aruge's fine. Remember last time we saw him, he was hanging up on a sky island, saying goodbye to Kaido as he jumped off because he does suicidal acts for fun.
Yeah, but was that before or after he fought what's her face's Sweet General?
Well, I guess that's a good question. I would say when I was at this point in the series, I guess we don't have that timeline, but my impression was that the reason why he was bandaged up was because he had just got done assaulting Big Mom's territory and beating the fuck out of Snag. And then he was like, all right, I'm out. I'm peacetime now. Which is why he was big chilling on a sky island. He was like, man, that was something else. And then he saw Kaido and was like, a man who's come to die. I will pray for you.
Oh,
that was always my impression.
I don't remember him being bandaged up. I'll be honest. I remember Aruge's
he was
presence.
very, very bandaged at the time.
Okay, well then maybe that particular aspect of my theory is dead in the water potentially, but maybe the Sky Island.
Yeah, I like the idea
nearby.
that Aruge is just like, so I'm here for round 2, baby. Fucking let's go.
yeah. I heard Straw Hats here, and he also defeated the general, and that this is being used to power scale us. So now I have to be here to make sure that this all goes according to my plan. And so,
right, yeah, I gotta be here to make sure that everyone's putting respect on my name.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, it leaves it open to interpretation. There could be a moment where instead maybe Luffy does do this whole wedding crashers scene, but then at the end of all of this, him and Sanji meet back up at that particular spot or whatever, and it's more symbolic rather than literal that he's waiting there. Who knows? But I'm going to double down on Luffy eventually gets out and goes there and maybe has a fight with probably Big Mom in that particular spot, and Sanji will see it and it'll be like give me the asshole's name from the Baratier arc again.
Oh, it'll be like Krieg.
It'll be like Krieg moment 2.0.
Oh, Krieg moment 2.0. Well, shit. I like the way you think, brother. Actually, that's a solid that's a solid theory. Hold on. Oda, are you taking notes back there? You better be. Christian, you're doing that thing again. You're writing future. I'm just kidding.
I'm writing future past One Piece.
You're writing the future in the past, or you're writing the past in the future. I don't know what direction it really goes in. It's an interesting thought. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm still just like, after all this, first of all, I don't understand a world where Sanji bails on pudding at this point. That's my first take. I mean, how do you feel? Do you think that, he's just gonna like lock eyes with Luffy one more time and be like, oh no, my true love. Sorry, Pudding, it's never gonna work between us.
I mean, in this world where currently she's the only thing maybe keeping him sane, I don't know, or at a very minimum, she's the beacon of hope that the rest of his days won't be completely miserable. Yeah, he's got a soft spot for her now, but if there comes a time when he gets to get back on the boat and the choice is between staying with Pudding because of whatever they go through in the next 24 hours or getting back on the boat with the Straw Hats, he's going to ultimately turn to Pudding and be like, look, Pudding, you're wonderful. I'm great. He may, like you're great. He may even offer to bring her on the boat too. Be like, hey, get away from your shitty ass mom. We can have the best of both. We can be married and I can go chill with my friends and go on sweet ass adventures. For some reason, in this world where he does offer this, something will hold her back. She's not getting on the boat. Like full stop.
Oh my!
Pudding's not getting up on the boat.
Why do we hate the idea that Pudding gets on the boat?
I don't hate it. I just know it's not going to happen. I wouldn't mind it.
Wow. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I don't mind the idea. It's just not going to happen. It's like Vivi ending up on the boat. They're just can't.
You're going to be real fucking disappointed when we have a brand new fucking member of this fucking crew, and her only purpose is wife to Sanji.
Oh God, I really hope we're not degrading her down to just that at any point.
Oh no, that would be really sad, actually.
Yeah, not just because it's Sanji, but just like in general, like not defining her only as wife to Sanji and no other like not Pudding, the individual.
You see, here we have our shipwright, we have our doctor, we also have our first mate and sniper. Sanji's the chef, and this right here is Chef's wife.
Yeah, that would be so fucking awful.
That would be really rude, wouldn't it?
So awful. Talk about sexist.
I think I have my own idea now.
Jeez.
All right, well, whatever. Oh well, I had one more burning question that has now escaped me.
Ooh.
But we do feel like that Pudding's in a very genuine spot with all this, right? Like she does seem like a pretty sweet person here.
Yeah, I would say so. Last time I think we kind of speculate. I shouldn't even say kind of. There was the brief intro of the idea that what if she didn't do any of that, like seek Sanji out and bring him to the coastline on purpose stuff. But it seems like she's a pretty genuine person, like you said, where he wears her heart on her sleeve and doesn't mean harm to anybody and just wants the best for Sanji, So now, man, is it going to be crazy when Oda drops on us that she's the biggest, she's a bigger psychopath than Big Mom is. Where this is all.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, like, what if she comes out at during the wedding or something, somebody interrupts the wedding and Sanji starts fighting for his life again because he sees hope, and then there's a shot of Pudding like with her with the really dark eye. You can't see her eyes because the shadows are over it, and then she starts just crazy laughing like Azula or something from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and she's fed up with all these damn Straw Hats meddling in her damn business, and then she just goes nuts.
So she was a yandere all like the whole time, is what you're saying? Or yandere or whatever the fuck that's called.
That's my that's my tinfoil hat Devin prediction.
What is this tinfoil fucking bullshit? Pudding comes out here, most genuine person in this entire arc, probably the nicest child next to Lola that they have, and Praline was pretty chill too. I'll give it to Praline. Chiffon's also now. All right, and one of like 4 decent kids that Big Mom has had up to this point with genuine personality traits, and you're just like, nah, she's definitely gonna pull the evil girl laugh at some point in time, I'm sure.
I'm not saying definitely, but come on, imagine how nuts that would be, right? Like, where she's so genuine and heartfelt this entire time, and then things the last straw hits, and but and
But
and she just goes crazy. She snaps.
oh man, I don't know if I like the the universe you're putting into the world right about now.
This is the dark, edgy One Piece that we've been looking for the whole time.
Oh, this is where we become dark and edgy One Piece. This right here.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you where we get slightly we dip our toes into it is with the one of her children, Big Mom's children, just slowly, painstakingly, unceremonious, well, kind of ceremoniously, actually,
very ceremonious,
very ceremoniously cutting King Bomb into, cleaving him in two as slow as possible. He's in agony. The whole time.
Oh,
your boy is suffering, man.
I felt so bad for King Bomb here. By the way, the child that that you were referring to was Amand, I believe is how you pronounce her name. But she's I don't know what her deal is, but she's got very peculiar proportions.
Oh well, I assume she's a long neck tribe person.
So we definitely have a long necked tribe pair here. But okay, so Christian, this is where I'm going to begin my rambling here. So I wanted to name a handful of the characters that we were introduced to this evening, because I don't think you will be able to keep up with the majority of Big Mom's children's names. So I went out of my way to list them here on your behalf.
Thank you.
So I listed Opera, Mondor, Amand, and Gillette. So in doing that, because I didn't remember Gillette's name, I had to go back to the drawing board for Gillette. It took me a minute. I went ahead and pulled up the wiki for all of her children, which is no problem for me, because I do know all of the important children. I've seen this art.
No spoilers here for you.
Right. Yeah, there's really, well, there are children that I was unaware of that are children that I didn't know were children at the time, but maybe they were named at one point in time. Either way, in doing this, I discovered a fun fact. Every single child has been named and has a face. All 85. This list misses no children at all.
Huh?
They're all named and with face. And, you know, I ran the numbers, Christian, just because I was morbidly curious. I ran the numbers. So not every single person here is animated. There are a couple of black and white drawings, which tells me that a handful of them were debuted exclusively in the
Only
manga.
a couple?
Listen, here's the numbers. Of the 85 total children that Big Mom has, 6 of them have black and white drawings, but named. And of those 6, 2 of them have manga paneling only, so only 4 of them were doodles via SBS or something like that, via some random SBS that I'm sure Oda had at one point in time. Either way, that means that 79 total children at some point in time will have an anime debut.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Which is fucking wild to me. But so speaking, I might as well even I'm gonna go even a little bit further. Okay, so Opera, Mondor, Amand, and Gillette. These are the 4 big ones that we had for these set of episodes. And the 2 snake neck people, but I'll get to them a little later. So Opera is the marshmallow looking motherfucker. And one thing you might notice is that 3 other dudes have a very similar head shape to Opera. Yes, they are in fact all siblings from the same litter. And I'm going to call them litter because I guess I'm a monster now. But in addition to those 4, there's another individual by the name of Gala who happens to be one of the very few drawings. That's right, Christian. Opera, Counter, Cadenza, and Cabaletta are all quintuplets together. They are the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th sons, respectively, just behind Cracker, who is the 10th son.
All right.
Oh man. And then Amand is apparently the 3rd daughter. And Christian, guess how many siblings she has?
Oh, for fuck. I mean, is it two? Two other ones?
No, she's, of course, the third daughter, but she is a quadruplet. The second of the quadruplets, in fact.
Uh-huh.
She's got an older sister named Monday and a younger sister named Hache and another younger sister named Effale.
All right.
All of whom have anime debuts.
I remember seeing two other long neck people. Women, I guess.
What? I don't think you. I don't think either of these women have made their debuts yet to you, or any of these women have. So
her siblings aren't even. Those are just other long neck tribeswomen.
Yeah, they're just the two long necks that we have are just random long neck goons that are also here.
Got it.
In fact, here let me find them. I assume they're somewhere here at the bottom. Let me find them here. This is important to me.
This is crazy. The fact that 79 of them have been animated is wild.
Actually, holy shit. You know what, Christian? Those two long necks that you have, they're not even her kids. They're just two long neck goons.
They're just soldiers. Interesting.
They're just random long neck soldiers. They are not her children.
They're I would have guessed they have the same. Don't they have the same blue hair?
Never mind. No, they are. I lied. Charlotte Marscapone and Jose Carpone.
Okay.
The Marscapone is the man or the dude, and Jose Carpone is the girl.
Okay, but they're not Amon's siblings. They're just other kids.
They're not Amon's. Yes, they're just other children. Let me double check. Is the 34th son and 62nd child the older brother of Jose Carpone?
They all have names. They're all animated. They're even numbered. Like the specifics of which child they are there too.
Yeah, brother. God. I've got every child by their number in this list.
God, this is. I mean, more power to you, Oda, I guess, but no wonder this fucking show is taking so long to come out. He's spending all his time drawing Big Mom kids.
I'm flabbergasted that we have this much detail. Like you would think. Sorry, go ahead.
No, please explain more.
I was just gonna say, you would think that if he throws a number like 85 out there, sure, maybe he goes out of his way to name like 20 or 30. But like I personally, in my mind, there's zero shot that he would dare touching all 85 kids with names and with designs. And looking at this list, man, holy fuck, what a madman. What an absolute fucking monster.
Completely bonkers. Utterly insane. I agree. There's no world where he should throw out a number like 85 kids and then be like, all right, well, I guess I gotta put faces and names and ranks to all of them and powers to all of them now. Here we go. God. And he just fucking does it.
In my mind, somebody was like, "Oda, I know what you're doing. It's bullshit. You won't double down." And he's like, "I'm sorry. You said what now? you said what to me? Oh, you don't know. Oh, you don't know who I am. Okay. Anyway, here's all 85 of her fucking kids listed out for you individually." I just imagine that shit's what happened. Oh my fucking god. Oda never fucking changed, dog. The babies are all listed here too. The ones that we met in these very set of episodes, in fact.
Yeah.
We have Charlotte Anglais. We have Charlotte Wafer. We have Charlotte Wiro. We have Charlotte Dechat. We have Charlotte Normand. The floaty balloon fuckers that can levitate balloons in the middle of their character designs, by the way, whatever the fuck that was about. Charlotte Dolce and Charlotte Drage. And then the little girl who wanted the knife was Charlotte Anana. Anana, which is pineapple in most languages.
Oh.
Oh my fucking god. And she's also the youngest daughter in her family, by the way.
Okay.
My god. That is so fucking crazy to me. I didn't know that there. Oh, also, we also met another one of her kids that you'll never fucking know. I don't think he's ever like debuted or named for a long time. His name's Charlotte Raisin. He was the weird samurai looking dude with blue hair.
Was he
Okay.
one of the kids?
Yeah, another one of her kids. He
Oh.
looks like, I can show you what he looks like.
Was the one with the
but-
bandages around his face?
No, no bandages. No, he was just kind of a guy. One with bandages. I don't even know which one of these kids that would be. I do have one with bandages on his, but I didn't think we met this guy yet.
There was a kid. There was a kid with bandages in that room. Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, that's one of the babies.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
he's
asked. Is it one of the kids? Sorry, I meant in the
Raisin
room.
was Raisin was one of the goons like actually fighting Luffy at one point, and he was there. I can promise you. I don't know why I commit his name to memory, but he's one of the few throwaway children that I just know.
It's very strange.
I just know Raisin. I think it's because his name's just so weird to me.
Raisin.
I can't not know
It's
Raisin.
so plain.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god! I love that I looked at this list tonight. This is incredible. I
This
had
is
a great
great.
time. Oh, Moscato's the 16th. Does Moscato have fucking fucking siblings? Immediate siblings? Hold on. Eldest. Oh, he's a triplet.
God, there's so many. I mean, this explains how so many kids happened. At least,
Yeah. Let's be real. There have to be a few pregnancies where she would have literal like several kids at a single point in time.
Yeah.
But man, those genes, can you imagine how strong some of them genes are for her to go through several quintuplet and quadruplet pregnancies?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. All right, my family tree rant is over, but it tickled me so much to find this knowledge immediately tonight. And we're gonna meet so many more children, Christian. Now that I know that 79 of them get anime debuts, I'm gonna go ahead and fucking play it like Pokemon. I'm gonna be like, oh, we met another kid tonight.
Yeah, just check it off. Check off. Put an X through each one that you meet. Finally, keep an eye out.
I should just give you the list of all of them, and then you can play like bingo or
Big
something.
Mom
Be
bingo.
like, hey, we did it. We found that kid.
Yeah.
I'll hide like the important ones, the ones that you shouldn't, that actually matter.
Uh-huh.
No, I wouldn't do that. That'd be rude. All children are created equal in this household, Christian.
Yeah. Except the ones that want knives.
Well, the ones that want knives, I sort of agree with the head chef on this one. Baby, don't give the 6-year-old a fucking knife.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I love these balloon kids that are just like, Big Mom's like, hey, go get your sister a knife. And they're like, no can do, Mama. We know that all she wants to do is pop our balloons. And then what are we going to do?
Yeah. She's going to pop our balloons. And the kid, not Anana, right? Anana's,
in fact, yes.
Anana goes, wow. So her face is basically like nope. No, I'm not.
I think in the dub she goes like, I'll pop you first or something like that. She like mumbles under her breath like, yeah, well, I'll fucking pop your ass.
Yeah. And Big Mom loves this. I said what a great mom she is.
What was her line here? Like, what human being doesn't want to murder a couple hundred people now and again?
Yeah. I wrote this down as one of my quotes. It was let's see. Oh, where was it? I lost it. Oh, everyone has 100 to 200 people they want to kill. Everyone, Brendan. Everyone has this list.
Got it. Lin, I don't know how to tell you this. I think you're fucking lunatic.
Yeah, you might be an outlier here. Not gonna lie.
You might just be the problem. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you have some issues you need to solve.
Big Mom, I think you are everyone. Everyone has 100 to 200. You are everyone.
Oh fuck, that's fucking funny. Yeah, but Luffy lost, by the way.
Oh yeah, I mean, kind of expected, This is really, he's been through the ringer a couple of times. Cracker fight alone took a real toll on his body. So when even if it's mostly goons that roll up on him with a couple of strong individuals mixed, there is gonna be a likely outcome like this where Luffy bites the dust. So
I mean, I believed in my boy here.
It follows the formula. Luffy's got to lose a bunch of times before we can win the fight. Now, he hasn't fought Big Mom yet, but Luffy is taking a lot of L's already in this arc. I'm not gonna lie.
But he beat Cracker. He beat one of the strongest goons she has.
Yeah, but he lost to him first.
He did kind of lose to him first, to be fair.
and even after that, it was a real struggle taking him down. Eating all those crackers.
Yeah, no, there's some truth to that.
So now we've got he let himself get beat up by Sanji, but he's taken the L to Sanji, and now he is taking the L to the army. So Luffy's been through the ringer for this first day on Big Whole Cake Island, rather.
I mean, they're both having a pretty rough time. Luffy and Nami both. But hey, at least Nami made use of all the lightning that was happening around her for 5 minutes.
Yeah, as soon as the storm clouds started rolling in, I was thinking to myself, oh, Nami's gonna have some fun with this.
And then she proceeds to nuke all of them twice. Oh
God, yeah, yeah. I'm so glad that Nami came back and just murked so many of these chess pieces, until fucking Gillette was like, oh, let me just throw some goo on your wrists and fuck you up. Yeah, and manipulate it so that you are now in front of me and you can watch your friend die.
I do really like the book guy's fucking power set, Mondor. I don't know what it is, but that fucking weird ass power shit is what I crave. He's got Luffy stuck in like a genjutsu for like 10 minutes straight at one point in time.
Yeah, I'm really glad that they added this aspect where he's not actually in book world, because then we just have Brule and this guy with the same power, basically.
Yeah, I agree. That would have been very samey, where Brule has her own pocket mirror dimension, and then Mondor has his own pocket book dimension.
Yeah, so
but Mondor, more specifically, just kind of like makes you fantasize about his own little book world or whatever.
Yeah, it's almost a mix of Brule and that other chick that was on Doflamingo's crew with the painting.
Yeah. God, I always fucking forget her name. Giola.
Yeah, it's like a weird in between where the book world is sort of this pocket dimension, but really it's a hallucination created via the books, and seemingly has some kind of time limit, it looks like. So because once the book closed, Luffy was back in the real world consciously. It's cool. It's cool so far. I like it. It seems to be pretty. It's pretty cool.
Up until they give him a pocket dimension, and then you're gonna be like, all right, here
right, and then one until Luffy gets actually sucked into the book and his physical form is there too. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, sure, fucking take back everything I said before.
But the one thing that we still haven't talked about though is the return of the musical number.
Oh
baby!
Yes, this of course the one thing we.
That's the real reason I had a great time this week, is because, of course, we catch back up with Sanji and the rest of his shithead family. They finally catch up with Big Mom for the first time, and they're like, oh, toast to the future marriage of the couple or whatever. And then, I love this bit, too. So all of the food and the tea shit come out. They all start singing their songs, and Sanji in the back is like, actually, just to let you know, I normally like food. I hate all of you. You're all fucking shit to me, actually.
All of this, I hate this.
I hate this. I enjoy food. I don't like my food to talk back to me.
Yeah, although I did laugh when the green tea and the tea approached him and wanted him to choose, and he does, and then the green tea goes like, ah. That was like dying character anime moment where their voice fades out. They just go, ah.
I can't believe you would betray me like this. No.
So that was funny. But yeah, on the whole, I mean, obviously the family are all shitheads, but watching them interact with the sentient food was kind of funny. Just watching them go like, why is this? All this shit is. They don't question it too much, because obviously they've seen all of the other living things that Big Mom has produced. But now it's different because having the having the living carpet or whatever, or even watching Big Mom consume sentient food is one thing. But then when it's put in front of you and you're expected to eat it too, you might pause a little longer and be like, what's going on here? What am I really gonna eat this food? And then I think it's Green G takes a bite of a pancake and the pancake goes, am I delicious? And none of them respond to the food in any way, but you can watch little subtleties of them pause and then eat food and then question the reality of the situation.
Oh, it's good bits. It's good bits.
Yeah. Would you eat sentient food that was singing to you, Brendan?
I think I would, yes. That's not even a question. I would absolutely, especially if it told me to eat it, I'd be like, well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Take away its dream? Like, of course I'm going to eat sentient food. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Now, the sentient food that Big Mom eats sometimes that goes like, no, please, because there was later. So we get this tea party, right, where they're all like, please enjoy me. I'm delicious. And then like later, Sanji and Big Mom talk to each other, and the fucking cake in her hand, she offers some to Sanji, and the cake like goes like, no, please. At least in the dub, this is a whole bit. Like, she offers some cake to Sanji, and the cake is like, no! And then Sanji goes like, no, thank you. And then Big Mom's like, suit yourself. And then she just like tosses the whole fucking thing in her mouth, and he goes like, not like this!
Well,
so you got... Sorry, go ahead.
They still got some of their personality, I guess. I don't know.
I love the, on one hand, you have the food that's like, no, please, I'm delicious. By all means, fucking consume me. And then you got the other cakes that are like, no, I fear for my fucking life. I have the sweet taste of sentience and I don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's a little scary that they have both ends of that spectrum in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what manufactures one position or the other, but I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'd probably, oh man. You know, I think at the end of the day, I'd eat sentient food too in this way, but I would certainly have thought twice at some point about it.
No, I don't think I'd say if it wanted me to eat it, it wouldn't even be a question. I'd be like, yeah, I'm all in. By all means, give it to me. I would love to eat some talking pancakes that are talking about how good they are. I'd be like, honestly, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the recommendation. And if it was singing to me, I'd be like, bruh, dude, let's start a choir. I think something's wrong with me internally.
Well, you know, nah, it's fine.
No, but I mean, other than Pudding being like, no, don't worry, Sanji, like, we're gonna have a great life together, and then Sanji being like, please, you've no idea how much I needed to hear this today. I'm having a bad day. Thank you. You are the only thing keeping me sane right about now.
Yeah, there's a decent bit to Sanji's motivations in these scenes where he's talking to Pudding and really just outlining his entire thought process for both her and the audience on exactly what's going on. And really none of it is that surprising. He's just picking the road that allows him to save both Zeph and his friends, or at the very minimum, Zeph, and he then goes and barters for the Straw Hats' lives. But I think I think really maybe even one of the more impactful things for Sanji's character in terms of all of this, between what he's saying and what his motivations are and how Pudding reacts, I think maybe one of the more poignant things here is that he takes that mask thing off, because Sanji's very big on presentation, both of himself and food. He dresses very sharply at all times. He pretty much always wearing, you know, when he's with the Straw Hats, he's wearing a jacket and pants and dress shoes and so on. So he values the way that he looks. And I mean, look at his hair too. You know, obviously he does a lot with his hair. We don't ever see that really, but come on. I mean, look at it. He spends 45 minutes in just the mirror fixing his hair up before he goes out on any given day. So
okay, yeah, sure.
He taking this mask thing off is not only to show that he's been beaten by his own family, and to drive home the point that he makes just prior to this, where he says, I have no allies around me, but he's exposing himself a bit to more he's exposing himself to putting more his weakness, this problem that he's having, to her directly in this more in your face form, where his face is all swollen still from having been hit by his family. So I think I think one of potentially the more important parts is that he reveals this vulnerability to Pudding. That was the word I was looking for before. He's proving himself more vulnerable to her in this instance by removing this mask and showing exactly what he looks like right now, when normally I think he probably wouldn't do that, because again, he cares so much about the way that he looks and how he presents himself, especially to women. So
I do think that he's normally a very reserved individual that doesn't show his weaknesses very often or very easily. So in this moment, this is very I suppose intimate almost between the two of them, where he's like almost showing that he's comfortable being vulnerable around Pudding or whatever, which is a very, very different character trait. He's definitely a broken man.
Being forced to confront all of this other shit that went on in his life that he had hoped was behind him, and now is back with a vengeance.
For sure. Well, other than that, I think the only big thing that happened was define big. Chopper and Carrot were doing really good for a minute. And then they weren't.
They were doing.
they were doing. Yeah. I don't know that good is the way I would describe it, but they were existing in the mirror world still, fighting Randolph and the giant crocodile for all of 2 minutes, basically. Yeah.
We'll just keep cutting between them and the important stuff, I guess, like once an episode now. I don't know. At this point, I mean, I'm kind of interested to see what happens, but I also want Pedro and Brooke, see what they're up to. But then we're going to start running into the classic of, we're just being drawn into so many different places plot wise, that what do we focus on? And we're cutting between 5 different things in one episode. And I'm like, just focus on one of them and finish one of them, please.
Just please. And my fucking suffering here. I'm begging you.
Yeah. Like the cake that Big Mom eats.
Just like the cake. Well, no, but the one cake was like, please don't eat me. I'm begging you. The rest of the food were like, no, please, you can eat me. I'm totally chill with that. That's totally fine. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, all of that food had been broken. They craved death.
They craved death.
They yearn for the stomachs.
They shut the fuck up. You're such a piece of shit.
The children.
They yearn for the stomach.
They yearn for the knives.
I hate that. They yearn for the knives. You're actually a fucking maniac. You're the worst. All right. Thank you, Christian.
Oh, wait. Actually, okay, hold on. There's one other quick thing, too. That is
Sure.
noted in these episodes that I thought was strange or noteworthy, is that the chess peacemakers are affected by Big Mom's Viver card, which seems to imply that in some way, shape, or form they are homeoified.
Correct. In fact, I think even Gillette says that, that explains how you could control the chess piece soldiers, because they're technically homies.
Oh, I don't remember this.
Yeah.
I remember her noting that the peacemakers are affected by the Viver card, but I don't remember at any point her specifically saying that they are homies.
Oh, well, in my dub, at least, she was like, that makes sense. Now I understand how you could be taking control of all of our chess piece homies, because they're or all of our chess piece makers, because they're technically homies. I'm like,
yeah, they don't. She never really takes control of them. They are just off put by Nami. They have that scene where she's first on top of King Bomb and has joined back, and all the chess pieces try and jump on top of King Bomb and attack her, but then she's glowing with the power of Big Mom's Viver card, and they step back and are unable to actually attack her. So, which I think is more or less the point where Gillette speaks up and says that, that's weird. They're acting like really weak in front of this woman, And then obviously later they find the Beaver card. But yeah, I mean, conventionally speaking, because they are humanoid and seem to be humans, one would not have, and I certainly didn't, would assume that they are not homies. They're just people, but I guess they're homies.
That they are indeed, which makes them like the only homies with like normal, for some reason, like human face colored faces for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. They just look like people with dumb costumes on, but I guess they're actual chess pieces that have been homeoified and gigantified in some way. I don't know.
You always just make a giant chess piece.
Yeah.
No biggie.
Yeah. We also got the names of the two, the Cloud and Sun, or I don't even know if they're the same ones that we saw earlier, because these ones are much more menacing looking, but
yeah,
we got their very on the nose names for them.
And what are they, Christian?
Well, the fireball in the sky is Prometheus, and the thunder cloud is Zeus.
Yeah, of course. Christian, why is that on the nose? Explain it to me like I'm 7.
Well, of course, I think the one more people are going to be familiar with is Zeus, god, head of Olympus, god of lightning, and many other things. So the storm cloud makes sense. Prometheus, the probably a little bit less known one, the giver of fire from the gods as a gift to humanity against the wishes of the gods. And so Prometheus was then punished for this. But yes, that is the lore behind Prometheus.
Well, he was a titan, in fact.
Yes, he was not specifically a god. He was a god, but not like in the way that the Olympus ones are. He technically predates them as a titan.
Yes,
but yes,
he is a titan that decided, ooh, what if I gave humans some shit?
Humans could do some fire.
Humans could use fire. Great story.
I think he specifically takes it from, what's the forge? Hephaestus.
Oh, Hephaestus?
Yeah, I think he specifically takes it from like his forge or something like that.
But either way. Prometheus, yeah, he did. He stole it from Hephaestus, the god of fire, and gave it to humans.
Yeah.
He hid the fire in a fennel stalk. Well, look at that. Incredible.
And then he was chained to a rock and has his guts ripped out and regenerated.
Are you looking this up too, or do you just like fucking know this off the
No, I know Prometheus.
Are you serious?
I mean, I don't know like the intricacies of the story, but I know what he did and the punishment. Yeah.
Yeah, I see a thing that says punishment. Zeus punished Prometheus for stealing fire by chaining him to a mountain and and having an eagle eat his liver every fucking day.
Yeah, I thought it was like a crow or something, but either way,
I mean,
bird.
That's still incredible that you could remember that. I was unaware of this punishment portion of the story of Prometheus.
Oh yeah, very brutal.
According to this, it says the liver would grow back each night so that the eagle would return to eat it again the next day. Well, shit. That's gruesome. That's very disgusting, in fact. I kind of wish I didn't know that part. I just Prometheus gave everyone the gift of fire.
Yeah, did not. Yep, had to be punished for that one.
Crazy.
That was crazy once.
All right. Yeah, well, I think other than that, we pretty much covered it, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
We feel good? All right, perfect.
Feel pretty good.
Well, then, without further ado, then next week, moving on. Next week will be, let me do my numbers correctly. It should be 8/12 to 8/14. And no one's here to tell me otherwise. So it's going to be that. Make no mistake. Moving on to quotes. Quotes. Christian, do you have any other quotes that haven't been already discussed? Or if you want to rediscuss one?
I do. I have two. I may be sniping you with one of these, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Oh, no.
Since you let me go first. When he's... And two of them are really just back to back, but he's talking to Pudding. This is Sanji. We're going over all of these motivations for him, and he's explaining the brutality of his situation, but why he's chosen to take this path. He says... The people who let me polish my cooking skills and the friends who I traveled with, I'm indebted to everyone I met. I just want to go away without hurting anyone. And then the final nail in the quotes coffin My adventure ends here.
No.
So sad. I mean,
not like this, Sanji. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough for out here for the blonde boy. He's really going through the ringer, and he could really use that hug.
He could definitely use that hug. Yeah, I totally agree.
That hug was necessary. And then immediately following this, more or less, Pudding is moved to tears, which happens often, but in this case is very.
Which she does seem to be a crier, just so we're clear.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a Shirahoshi light, but she's moved to tears by Sanji's dedication to his friends and the people that he loves, and in what is basically the first thing that comes to her brain afterward in order to try and make him feel better, she says, "I won't let your marriage with me be hell," because he also refers to the time that he spent with his family before escaping as hell. So she reiterates this same idea, but in order to reassure him that it will not be that, despite the fact that it involves his family.
It's gonna be okay, little Sanji. You're gonna find kindness. This kind people. That's all he needed. He just needed someone to be a fucking nice face. Say some kind words. Well, you did snipe me a little bit, but that's fine. That's why we do this, folks. That's why we do this. Do you have any others?
That's it. I'm done.
All right. Well, I just want to reiterate how much I love that cake bit. So I'm just going to say that one again. Hey, Sanji, would you like some cake? And the cake on the side being like, no, please. Sanji going, no, thanks. I'm good. And Big Mom going, suit yourself. Tosses it in her mouth. And then he just goes, no.
Fuck this Discord started cutting out just a little bit, so it was very robotic when you went no. He like made it so much better.
Well, yeah,
that's not even gonna come through the edit. That's the worst part. That was so funny.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Just Discord things. Just Discord things. All right. Well, that's I'm done with my quotes. Moving on to Golden Ham. I almost forgot what we're doing next. I don't actually know. Who do I want for Golden Ham this week, Christian? Can I get actually, Christian, I'm begging you. Can I please? He's never coming back. This is my only shot.
King, you want King Bomb?
I want to give it to King Bomb, baby. Let's give it to King Bomb. He's the best. He was there. He took a fat L for the team, brother. Well, for the team.
Okay, hold on. Before I give in, let me think.
Okay.
I don't really feel like not Luffy. Nami came back, but I don't really feel Nami. I'm feeling Pudding.
No, I knew you were gonna say it. I knew you were gonna fucking say it. But listen, Christian, hear me out here. All right, Pudding, great person, fantastic character. We love that for Sanji. She is the only fucking shining light in his miserable fucking life. I love that for them. But this funny German tree is gonna be gone if I don't give it to him this week. I need to give it to him this week. You know what, Christian, fine. But forget it. We're going with Pudding. All right. I don't get my funny fucking tree anymore. Are you happy now? I'm gonna vote Pudding.
You can have the funny tree. We can vote for King Bomb.
I don't want it anymore. I'm voting Pudding. I don't want funny tree. You made me fight for this too much. I'm tired. I'm done.
Okay. I mean, sure. I won't argue.
Fucking fuck this shit. All right, Pudding wins. Ain't no one ever wanted to have fun with me. Every week I have to advocate for the funny. If I ever want the funny, it's like, I don't know. Does it pass the smell check, Brendan? Fucking Devin comes in here and goes like, oh, I want to give it to Tiger Noises. And then Justin is immediately like, I'm in.
Yeah, because Justin's a fucking animal.
Listen, I'm just saying, it's a very one-sided argument. Pudding wins. Moving on. Oh, fucking stupid. All right, moving on to fan mail. There is none this week, unfortunately. You hate to see it.
No.
Moving on to Patreon shoutouts. Taco, we still love you.
Taco.
You're fantastic.
My boy. Our boy.
Our boy. He's our boy. And everything that he owns is also ours. That includes you-know-who, Taco.
Oh,
That includes
100%. 100%.
Yeah. Just saying. It's all ours. Everything's ours. Okay, moving on to the Garb Gab. Yay! My enthusiasm climbs with every passing week.
All right. I'll make you
Yes?
I'll make you a deal here, Brendan.
What?
Since you acquiesced to me and you gave me pudding for the golden ham, I will break out the grab bag.
Ooh, baby, yes!
I'll break out the grab bag. Look at her, just like the day you last saw her.
Just as I left her. It's been 7 years, 17 years.
She's back. And
You're as beautiful as the day I lost ye.
I have filled her with the scraps of paper and like just wrapping paper, basically, like folded up pieces of wrapping paper that I discarded, and it's all Christmas themed, and it's nice and lovely. Look at all of the lights and stuff inside of it. So instead of just like normal folded up pieces of paper, we'll send the holiday spirit out with a bang, with a bag, and we'll utilize no paper left behind. Reduce, reuse, recycle. You know what I mean? So
wow, Christian, I don't think I've ever seen this side of you. It's such a proactive Christian we have with us this evening. Fantastic.
New year, new me. You know what I mean?
New year, new me, indeed. My God. All right. Well, I'm reaching my hand in. All right. There's definitely a lot of fucking paper in here. I'm pulling this out. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to look at this wrapping paper really quick. Huh. It's got a weird pattern to it, but I'm looking closer. Wait, are those just like a bunch of little bongs that make up a total pattern?
Well, I mean,
You have wrapping paper that's just made up of a bunch of tiny little bongs?
Yeah, but I mean, look how decoratively they're arranged. It makes.
I mean, I see the snowflakes in between the bongs, but you just have tiny bongs all over your damn wrapping paper. Is this Christmas theme for you?
Well, I mean, it is when you're giving gifts to people who smoke and enjoy the devil's lettuce. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess I can't disagree with that. All right, fair enough. Incredible wrapping paper, by the way. All right, anyway, on the other side, it says, who's that Pokemon? And we're doing Judge, also known as that piece of shit father.
Yeah, Dad G.
Dad G. Hold on. That's good. Why did I never think of Dad G? All right. Well, I've got one really obvious one and then one that I'm proud of that I even found because I've never heard of this Pokemon. And that's it. Would you like me to go first?
Yeah, it sounds like you've got plenty to talk about already.
Yeah. So my first one, of course, is but I feel like we've used him before. It's the cat luchador fucking Pokemon.
Oh, Incineroar?
Incineroar, yeah. So, I mean, the main characteristics of Judge here are the mane and the mask. That's my take here, right? So when I look at the dude, I'll be honest, like, he's gotta be something lucha themed because he's wearing a lucha mask. Going inside with that, my second lower on the ladder was Entei, because he also looks like he has a mask and he also has a fun mane. So those are two of my biggest. And then my final one, which I'm most proud of, that I've never even heard of this motherfucking thing. It's called Lion Rock, and I'll send you a picture of it right now. It's the perfect colors. One sec. I have a picture of it. It needed, for some reason, the first one wouldn't copy the image. All right, sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, slow down. Jeez.
Now I'm pasting. There he is. Look at him. He looks perfect. Well, maybe perfect's relative. I don't know. I think the colors are right. That
okay. Looks like a fox version of Absol almost.
I agree. Yeah, looks very Fox Absol. Oh, also it has like a mean mode, I think. Here's its mean mode. I don't think this fits as much, but I think it like changes based on the night and the day.
Oh,
this is it in like the night.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah,
it goes demon mode.
It's got demon mode.
It's back on its haunches and gets a little thicker. You know,
that's pretty sick. Gets a little freakier.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. I think. Well, my first option here is going to be it's got to be Garbodor, the garbage Pokemon, because he's a garbage father. Just belongs in the trash, scum of the earth father.
Oh my god.
So he gets Garbodor, the trashy Pokemon.
You fucking mad lad. You fucking mad. Okay, I like it. I do. I love it. I think that clears everything I went for.
No, I mean, you have good options. Maybe minus Incineroar, since we've definitely used him before, but the others are good. I think one we also we may have used instead, besides lions, in terms of animals that have manes, I thought of like Rapidash too. Is a little bit less. He uses electric leg though, which makes it a little less. So I guess maybe a better version of what I'm saying is Zebstrika, which is a electric type zebra basically. So you get the horse form with the mane, but it's more, the colors kind of don't match. It's black and white instead of yellow, but like what
does shiny Zebstrika look like?
I don't know. Let's see. Does shiny Zebstrika exist?
Well, I assume all shinies exist. Shiny Zebstrika.
Oh, I know it does. It's like yellow.
Is it yellow?
I think it is. Yeah, like the white parts of it turn yellow. I think it looks like.
I'm seeing blue on mine, but I don't know.
Is that Mega Zebstrika?
Oh, maybe that's Mega Zebstrika. I didn't know it had a Mega. Oh my god! Why is this game fucking?
Maybe or maybe it's fan art. Who knows? Either way, it seems like I'm on Bulbapedia and I'm seeing a yellow Zebstrika.
Oh, no, you know what? I found it. Okay, so Zebstrika, the white stays the same, but it gets purple instead of black.
Oh, well, that's lame.
Yeah, that's a little lame.
Either way,
be honest.
I'll keep Zebstrika in there. Just
no, I like Zebstrika. That's a good one.
I think I don't want to give it to him, but there is the legendary from Sword and Shield that is just I think it's the shield one, the shield one, like it looks like a lion. It's got a shield for a face, big mane.
Oh yeah, hold on. What's
this called? What's this thing called?
Lion Pokemon. No, not Leon. Get the fuck out of here. Shield Lion Pokemon. I think it's just this is a fucking trainer. No, I want the fucking Shield Lion. Shield Lion legendary Pokemon. Legendary.
It's either Zacian or Zamazenta. One of these is right.
I think it's the first one.
Maybe not. Is this not even Sword and Shield? Oh no, maybe this is the lion from Sun and Moon. I think that's actually it.
Oh, Solgaleo. Yes, this fucking guy.
Yes. Yeah, it's from Sun, not Sword and Shield. Yeah, that thing.
Well, unfortunately, I would never give this to fucking what's his name, because that's way too cool.
No, I mean it's much too illustrious for Dadgy, but it did. The thought crossed my mind, and so I had to say it. But I hesitate really whenever we do this to give legendaries out to these characters, but sometimes they're just kind of applicable. So, and also I kind of just can't think of anything else after that. Like I didn't want to do Solgaleo, but as I kept thinking, I couldn't really determine anything else. I don't know. There's not like a whole lot of lion-looking Pokemon, which is like the immediate sort of thing you get from Judge. But
I'll be honest, I think you nailed it at Garbodor.
That one was really all I needed. But for the sport of coming up with multiple options, I had to come up with a few more.
All right, well, fair enough. All right, well, there you go. There's your Pokemon this week, folks. Hope you're happy with it. Oh no, I closed the sheet. No, I didn't. It's open. Oh, saved.
Well, I mean, luckily we don't We don't need the sheet. The show's over. We've done it.
Yeah, show's over. Hey, do you mind if I do the social plugs?
I not at all.
All right, perfect. Well, everyone, if you like what you heard this evening, this afternoon, or this morning, you can follow us on social media at pandasightings@gmail.com, or you can send us email at pandasightings@gmail.com. You can follow us on Discord. You can find a link to our Discord in our social media link tree where you're listening to your podcast episodes right now. Follow us on Spotify, YouTube podcasts, or just YouTube in general. We're on everything now. If you'd like to support us financially, you can go to our Patreon. Yes, if you go to our Patreon, we can appreciate you can be just like our fantastic producer Taco, and we could even give you movies on our other podcast, Panda View. Beyond that, we also have a Redbubble where you can support us financially by buying some merch and all sorts of other stuff. And we appreciate all of your listening ears. I always lose the thread by the end of the social media section. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We appreciate all of your patience in this time of need while I fish for words to make myself sound like I know it. I have any fucking idea what I'm talking about.
Well, it came across well enough. I think you did well.
All right. Well, thank you, Christian. But you know what I have to do now? Do you know what it's time for?
Is it time to go home?
No, it's real meta fucking genius time, because thanks to you, I've got this bookended bit I got to double back to. So, let me think. Real man of genius. Here's to you, podcast listeners of One Piece with a Lime. I don't know why you listen to us. It's thanks to you that we get to have all of this time together. And thanks to Christian that I have to sit here and pretend like I'm making this thing off the cuff. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. All right,
we should sign you up for an improv class.
I do need it, man. I can't fucking do this
Maybe
anymore.
all of us, really.
I think when we started, I was much better at this, but now that we've done it for so long, I've run out of, like, the well's dry. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
The well just it just ain't right.
Well, let's why don't we should replenish it one day or dig a new one? Yeah, why be stagnant?
I just want to leave, Christian. Let me out of here, okay?
Well, dude, that's too damn bad.
No, not like this.
You're locked in for at least another 4 years, baby.
Oh no, 4 years in a movie, Morty. 4 years in a movie.
Yeah, and then we gotta start another fucking show.
Ain't doing that. Ain't never doing that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
maybe
you thought.
I don't know. We'll see.
You signed the contract.
I did. Maybe I did. That I signed a contract. Fuck, I did sign the dotted line when Jordy gave it to me. He always fucking hides shit in those fucking terms and conditions.
Yes, sir. You always got to be on the lookout.
All right, but for real, good night.
Oh yeah. Let's end this. Bye.